Hey everybody, Goosebumps for Dummies here, back at it again for another video, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some more Goosebumps Season 2 news for the new Goosebumps Season 2, which is now titled The Vanishing, which is a very interesting title, and I already made a whole video talking about that and the teaser trailer and other stuff that we got in the last video that came out right before this, and now I'm going to be talking about the other giant news, and the reason I'm doing this separately is because, well, this might be a big video, I'm not sure. Because there are 6 monsters or books to be featured in this season, plus potentially the exclusive monsters I'm predicting, and more. Because, as an article may or may not say, there's more monsters on the way, and we already know we're not done, because none of these books fit a certain teaser image we got involving an egg. We'll get to that at the end. So yeah, we're just going to go down the list of the monsters that got revealed, and there were 6 big ones. It's 5. 6 big, you already got the first one, but everybody knew this one by now. And yeah, we're just going to show all of them, all these books. I have books for reference points, and there's some interesting picks on here, and I'm very interested to see how they intertwine these into one 8-episode story, which is 2 episodes shorter than last season. So without further ado, let's go. Stay out of the basement. It has been confirmed again today that this was being used. We have new characters named the Brewers. They're not new, but they are in fact confirmed to be the Dr. Brewer family. Without the mom, they're now divorced, unlike in the book where they're just away, the mother is away, or even in the episode. And, yeah, we've known this for a while, since I believe, like, late May, early June. David Schwimmer said something about a plant entity being in Season 2, and whoop-de-doo, one of the most iconic books ever in Goosebumps is Stay Out of the Basement, so it was a no-brainer, and yes, this has been confirmed, that this is one of the books. So, what's not confirmed until today? Well, this one was highly speculated, and it felt like, yeah, this can be intertwined in some way. The Girl Cried Monster. This is the next book that will be featured in this season to some extent. We don't know how far they're going this time around. They might be, like, light references. I hope they're not going off, like, titles, but I'm sure these are going to be, like, the ones used, because last season they mentioned You Can't Scare Me, and it was used as a title only, so. But yeah, This is one of the books, and this is one that a lot of people were like, yeah, probably going to happen. Whoop-de-doo, it did, because we're getting a reprint. It actually just came out in a 4th reprint now, actually, in a retro tin next year. Yeah, so that is the next pick. And all of these are actually very popular books, even the final one, which is not from the OG62. Next up, Monster Blood. This was also almost a no-brainer. The only reason I thought this might not happen is because I thought they might save it for Season 3, since it is the 3rd book. But no, Monster Blood is in fact going to be in Season 2, and you might have already seen it, because there's a possibility that it is this black goop, which I might find disappointing, but it really depends on how they utilize it. But yeah, Monster Blood is going to be used in this season. Next up are these 3 that nobody saw coming. Besides this one, there was a few people out there. I know Isaiah Vargas from Goosebumps Crew was saying this one might happen, and it's been confirmed, baby. Welcome to Camp Nightmare. Sure, makes sense. It's an extremely popular story. It's been reprinted 3 times, and it's in the next retro tin, so it's going to be 4 times reprinted. But why? Not why, actually, no, how. So we already got a story that is relatively set in suburban area. We got a library maniac. We got Monster Blood, which can be anywhere. I mean, it was on a plane, for God's sakes, at one point. We got to stay in the basement, or a house. Now we got a camp. It really depends on how they do this one, but I have a feeling this is going to involve the 4 missing kids, and maybe some of the plants in the surrounding area. Maybe that's the origin of this plant entity, is the woods of this place, and maybe infected a wolf, and there's now a saber running around. Maybe it'll make it less of a, the twist ending of this book and more. What if everything going on throughout this book was legit? Maybe Saber's a real entity. That would be cool to see, an actual Saber, not a robot or a fake. My spoilers. That would be really cool. But yeah, really excited to see how they turn this one into it, but I'm kind of worried because it's like, what the fuck? But it also leaves room for the other camp books to get spotlight in the future. But then again, I don't think they're going to do more than 1 camp book ever, especially since the other ones aren't as popular, at least nowadays, for casuals. Now, these next 2 are extremely weird. well, this one kind of makes sense because it fits the suburban theme. The Ghost Next Door. Another really popular book, and this is the final OG series, by the way, that we have confirmed. Give me a minute. Ghosts, for what this season's going for, Ghost Next Door is like the most bonkers pick I could have possibly thought of. And this next one gets even crazier. Why Ghost Next Door? I'm not mad at all. I'm just really worried how they're going to intertwine this without fucking up the story. Because, how? But my main theory is that next door to this place in Gravesend, where the kids are saying there's probably going to be a ghost in that house, and that house has some significance. Hence the Ghost Next Door. Only the ghost is going to be friendly. It could even be a side character. Maybe one of the main characters ends up being a ghost. Who knows? Just please execute this one well. It just doesn't fit extremely well besides the setting, since it's all suburban besides Camp Nightmare. And even this one's a little bit suburban. And this is our final confirmed book, The Haunted Car. Wowzers. I don't know if it's because they want another The Haunted Blank book, which means Haunted School, baby. Maybe they'll do that one next if they're going to continue this trend. But I don't know. The Haunted Car. It's such a bonkers pick, but I can kind of see this one making sense because I got some theories, which we'll rediscuss, since I did discuss them in my last video, but I want to bring them up because they specifically relate to the monsters now, not just the overall monsters. I want to specifically tell you how it's going to work. Yeah, Haunted Car, and this is the only confirmed Series 2000 book in this show, and that's exciting, because this is the first adaptation of Haunted Car almost ever. The last time we saw it was in the movie, which basically was just a car. The only thing that you could correlate with being haunted is the license plate saying haunted, and of course Slappy not being able to drive this thing. It's driving itself, which is cool. It's cool as in the movie. It's just like, this is a true adaptation, I'm hoping, and I'm hoping it gets a whole episode where it's based off, well, this haunted car. Fuck, they can even modernize and make it like a Ferrari. I'm just joking, but something more modern, of course. So yeah, let me just pull up the books here that we have confirmed so you guys can get a good look at them. These are our confirmed books. Lots of greens and blue. Not very colorful. Besides Monster Blitz cover, that's the most colorful one here. But yeah, of course, we got all from the first 10 books this time around, and not kind of spread out throughout the first half of the original 62. Plus a late Series 2000, which is kind of popular thanks to the reprints and the movie. Yeah. Also want to quickly throw out there that I believe the Black Slime is a completely new entity idea, and whilst I do believe it is correlated with the plant monster, more info in the other video, basically I think it is like a sap that oozes from the plant monster. I believe it is going to be something brand new for Goosebumps, which is something I've been wanting for ages, is something completely brand new that isn't from a book, monster-wise. I like seeing experimental things. You know, I would love for a unique monster exclusively in the Goosebumps TV show to appear to something brand new. And that could be their opportunity, unless they say, that's Monster Blood. And also, happy birthday, R.L. Stine. Yeah, I have a good feeling that one of these is probably going to get the Fifi treatment, where it's only lightly used, and it's not going to be really featured, but I feel like, yeah, there was 8 episodes to around. Season 1, there was 5 monsters. One of them, Slappy, was the main antagonist. Obviously, the big thing this season is going to be this book, since it is easily the most popular of these, minus Monster Blood, and maybe Ghosts Next Door. Or any of these, honestly. It's just like, one of these isn't going to get the spotlight. It's going to get, like, what you're hoping for. I'm just going to tell you that flat out. It might not even been revealed yet. So yeah, I think these are all going to be intertwined within the Sale of the Basement, because from what we know from the trailer we got today, I'm not going to tell you too much if you want to watch that. If you haven't watched it yet, I don't know. Just waiting to hear the monsters or something, I don't know. But basically, Sale of the Basement, it may or may not be able to infect things. And that could include non-living things. That's how Haunted Car might work. Might be how Monster Blood might work. Maybe it's just toy slime for all we know. I have a feeling it might do a blob and travel through the sewer system. And I might also do Ghostbusters 2, as I mentioned in my video, where it acts similarly and is alive. Of course, it is alive. Something about it's alive, I'll tell you all that much. And maybe it'll result in Camp Nightmare being the penultimate setting. Maybe that's where the source of it all is. Who knows? I'm just throwing out accusations there, but I believe all this stuff is happening because of this one book or story, because this is definitely going to be the big bad. This is the most hinted at book for the season. So clearly, that's the big boy. But I don't think we're done. We're not done, y'all. There's more to discuss. So those are our 6 books for Season 2. I can't believe I finally was able to share that with y'all. Finally able to say, here's our books for Season 2. I've been waiting for a year for this. Throw the image on there. Apparently, and this is where it was all revealed, there's more. We're not done, y'all. We're not fucking done. And that is exciting. That is extremely exciting because we know we're not done. We got an egg. We have a teaser of an egg that has little to nothing to do with all of this as of now. The only thing I could correlate it with is either Girl Cried Monster, maybe Mr. Mortman. It came out of that. I know, it's stupid. It doesn't make sense. That's exactly my point. It doesn't make sense. Or the plant entity arise from this egg. But then again, that's not plant. That is not a plant. Plants don't come from eggs. Sure, it can be a weird plant, but I don't know. So obviously, huge pet theory. An egg got infected the same way the haunted car or a regular car is going to be enchanted or whatever by this goop. And that leads me to believe that since there's apparently more books being used than these 6, Egg Monsters is still in session, baby, and so is Invasion of the Body Squeezers, because those are getting reprinted as well. And just so y'all know, we got a Ghost Next Door reprint recently, so it was kind of right in our face that Ghost Next Door was going to get used this season. Ironically hilarious in my eyes. It's like, damn, it was right in our face that this was going to get used. Ghost Next Door. I've known about this reprint. I never said much because it's like, who cares? It's not even different. It's literally the same fucking exact thing. It's not even the Haunted Mask 2. So yeah, throwing it out there. That also going to reprint, so it's right in our face. And yes, there's more books, and those are probably going to be Body Squeezers, part 1 and 2, but I'll count them as one because they're one continuous story. They can work as one if you just make a bind-up, like the UK did. And Egg Monsters. Fuck yeah. With all of that, somehow, which actually adds up to 8 books. Which leads me to my final theory. Each episode's going to be named after one of the books. Episode 1, The Obvious. Episode 2, The Obvious. Episode 3, The Obvious. Episode 4, not that one actually. Episode 4, The Ghost Next Door, rhymes. Episode 5, Haunted Car. Episode 6, Egg Monsters. Episode 7, Invasion of the Body Squeezers. And episode 8, Welcome to Camp Nightmare. That's kind of my theory for the order. Yeah, this video ended up being like 13 minutes, according to my timer. Might have cut some stuff out. But yeah, holy shit. That is some of my theories, and that is what I think is going on. Since there's apparently more. We're not done, but it might be a fifth beefy situation, of course, where it's underutilized. Maybe the Egg Monsters will be like Fifi and have like 8 seconds of screen time. Oh, that would just be fucking lovely. Really won't piss me off. Anyways, yeah. Those are my theories, and that was all the news I had to share about the monsters for Season 2 today. And I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.